5 new exercises. First exercise is a squat kick. So, as usual, weight is in the heels for your squat. You stick your hips back behind you, but you keep your chest lifted a little bit. So you squat nice and low, come forward and kick. Squat, kick. Now, when you come up for the kick, I want tight abs. I want you to snap the kick a little bit, but pull it right back before your knee locks out. You don't want to lock it out. Squat, kick. So put a little something into that kick. Squat, kick. So for a modification, there really isn't much difference. I just want you to take your time, separate the two moves. Squat as low as you can, kick with more control. So I want you to kick a little more slowly. Don't snap the kick quite as much. Just take your time until it feels comfortable. So pretty much the same exercise. Exercise number 2 is when we're going to use a set of dumbbells. 5 pounds. Okay, so a couple things going on. Palms facing in, knees are slightly bent, abs pulled in nice and tight. Lift straight front, elbows are not locked. Open, and then you're going to press 2 times overhead. So this activates from the upper back, so you should feel this in the upper back as well as the shoulders, obviously. You reverse it down. Open, or press front, open, 2 times overhead, and you reverse all the way back to the beginning. Let's do that one more time because there's a couple things going on there. Knees are soft, abs are tight. Okay, so if we're going to modify that exercise, it's the overhead part that's pretty intense. So all we're going to do is soften the knees. We're still going to work the same muscles. We're going to raise front, lower down, and then raise side, lower down. But I want thumbs up the whole time. So thumbs up there, that means palms are forward. Thumbs up here, palms are facing. Okay, so that's the modification. Exercise 3 is a combination. So we're going to do basically 3 things. We're going to start in plank position. We're going to do what I call slingshot. So we start in plank, shoulders are over hands, abs are nice and tight. All you do is bend your knees and hinge at the hips to reach your hips way back towards your heels and then come back forward. And then nice and slow, I want you to lower to the floor. All the way down. There's a little Superman lift here, and then lower. And now keep your abs nice and tight because you're going. You want to try to keep a straight body as you press back up. So that's a deep push up. Slingshot. Lower down. Lift. Tighten out the core, and press right up. So that's pretty intense. The push up is the hard part. So let's modify that. So you can play around for your modification. You can play around with this, maybe not go quite as deep. So just bend the knees, come back a little bit. Here, drop the knees, lower down, lift into that Superman, keep the knees down, and press up. And then pop the knees up off the ground. So basically you're just modifying it to go to knees. So press back a little bit, come forward, drop the knees, lower down nice and slow. Lift, keep the knees down, abs are tight, press up. All right, so a lot going on. Give it your best shot. You could lower down with your knees lifted and then just press up with the knees down. That would be a nice in between. Exercise 4 is cardio. So we're going to do 4 jumping jacks, 2 squat jumps. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to reach the floor and spring up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Touch the floor and spring up. So, soft touch on those jumping jacks. I want you nice and light on your feet. In order to do that, you keep your core engaged. You feel lifted. You don't want to be heavy in the joints. If you want to modify that, a modified jack is here. You'll still get your heart rate up. And you take out the jump. Squat, squat. Now, to build that power, to get ready for jumping, here, press up. Here, press up. So 4, 3, 2, 1, here, press. Here, press. So you still spring up, you just don't leave the floor. Okay, last exercise is a big one. If you've done Pilates, you're familiar with this. It's called teaser. It's definitely a challenge. So you're going to start here, arms come overhead, inhale. You exhale, sweep the arms down, head and shoulders follow, the legs lift, and you reach for the toes. Now you control that down nice and slow. Inhale, roll up, exhale. Now you want to breathe out through the hard part. The hard part is right here, where everything comes up. That helps you to tighten your abs. You also want to reach away through the feet. That sounds counterintuitive, but through my legs, I'm going to reach that way. That gives a little more weight on the end of that pendulum to help me rise up. That is a really tough move. So we're going to start here for our modification. Same exercise, same ab muscles that you're using. So hands on top of your knees, hinge back. The further back you go, the harder this will be. And I want you to lift an arm, lift an arm. So the crunch part is bringing my arm down. So I'm going to inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. So you can be up here. You can be way back here. If you straighten your legs, you can hinge back even further. So it's the same muscles that you need to do that roll-up teaser. So start there and then work on the teaser. You can also plan to roll up and leave the legs down. Okay, so those are the 5 exercises. We are ready to do the workout straight through.